Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is DFG, and we are back in Stationeers on my Mars Brittle playthrough. In the last session, I started talking about building a base up there, and I think I did some of the work up there actually. Um, so just a bit of a teaser for you. As you can see, there's something there. I've been doing a bit more work up there, so we will go up there and start sorting things more. We will go up there shortly and start doing some things. But first, yeah, you know what? Let's go and do that. Let's go and show you what we've actually been doing, because I have spent quite a bit of time between recordings. So if you look, my battery's quite low. If you look down here, I'm actually on day 43. Quite a few days have passed since the last recording because I've been working on the remote base. I say the remote base, it's going to be more of a powerhouse than a base. So let's just have a quick look. So I think last time I dug a hole through underneath the ground from up there and I came out around about here. You can actually see the hole. Well, actually once I started putting down frames and things and did a straight line, obviously went off a little bit there. Not too bad, only 2 frames over, considering the distance I came. My base is that far away, I can't actually see it. Just bear with me a moment, I'm going to see if I can increase the view distance. Yeah, I've turned everything up to maximum. I don't know why I wasn't on maximum to begin with, but me and my machine can cope with the balance of it. But for some reason oh, power, I better sort out battery first. For some reason, I can't actually just see all the way up there. You just see. Oh no, it's a moon disappearing over the horizon. That's where my base is anyway. It's a shame it's just a little bit too far for the draw distance, even though I've got it set to extreme in the settings, which is a little bit annoying. Never mind. Right, let's just swap this battery out. How is our... Has this battery doing 63? We'll swap you out too. While that sun's up, let's get the energy. How's the potatoes do? I killed a set of potatoes, by the way. I left the grow light on too long and it's overstressed and they died. Grow poorly, so I'll stick it on for a bit, let them grow. I'm not short on potatoes. I do have potatoes, but just to be on the safe side, I don't want to kill any more before I get everything set up. So I do need to set the timer up for that light at some point. Right, so yes, so as you can see, everyone's there. We've actually done a bit of building here, built a bit of a frame. This is all going to be enclosed going down. We'll close this off at some point. You can see there's quite a few walls here, and yeah, it's a tunnel off to the distance. So I've got one wall laid down. I haven't filled it in yet with plastic. I do have plastic on me, I believe. Yeah, I've got quite a bit of plastic on me, so I could do a bit of that as we're running along, sort of, you know, filling all this in. But you don't probably want to watch me filling in what is about 120 frames worth of plastic and steel frames and cabling. And so this tunnel is about 112, 113 frames long. So that's how many frames I had to lay down. They're all sealed, double sealed, so that they will be airtight. And there's 4 cables per frame count, so 112 frames, that's 448 cables I've had to lay down, and that is purely just to get me to this. I'm going to jetpack down here because I've got the more powerful jetpack. So yeah, that's just to get along this bit of the tunnel. So as you can see, it's actually quite a long tunnel, and I will be running rooms off the side of this. So I have things like battery storage areas and what have you. And yeah, there's nothing over there, it just runs to a bit of an end. And then all the way up here, there's another 30 or so frames up. So yeah, you can see where I went off a bit when I was digging down. But now we've got literally all the way up to here. And our cable comes all the way along up there, through here, around here, and into our little base here. So contrary to what some of my channel members think, this is not an observation post for watching me blow myself up on my main base, because you can't see my main base from up here. But it's an idea. I have one solar panel here, it's not pointing anywhere at the moment. I do have the cable there. So the intention is I'm going to bring all the solar panels over here. I am going to expand this. I'm going to put tiered layers around here with more solar panels to get sun better and put less shadow on each other. So this is where we are currently. So let me just take that. I do want... No, you know, I'll leave it here. I'll probably need more here. This is all enclosed now, so storms won't damage that solar panel. So let's quickly head back again. So I just want to show you this. Again, all this will become enclosed at some point when I get around to it. I've I'm not going to do it all online because live, sorry, because we will literally be here hours. I've done 3-4 hours of work maybe on this, and yeah, I just jumped down here and then at the last minute. Oh, actually, not doing very well this time. Last minute, hit my jetpack to break my fall. So yeah, let's run back along here quickly because what I want to do is I actually want to connect that solar panel in while the sun's up and make sure that we're actually getting power from it. So even though this cable's extremely long, I'm still going to wire it into the power input side of my base, and we'll have the solar tracking data going down it. So I'm already prepared. Another 50 sheets, another 50 cables. I've literally printed hundreds of these things off. I've gone through so much gold and copper and steel doing this so far, and I've got loads more to do. So this is a major project in game, and as a single player it's actually quite a major project. So I didn't want you to sit and watch me doing everything live, because you literally would get bored ridiculous watching me going along doing this 400 or 500 times, because that's what I was doing. Oh, that's the reason I left them clear, and I just screwed it up. So now what I actually might do is take this, I can take this under there, can I take it under a stairwell? Yeah, and I can get around the side here. Although I have to use my jetpack to see up. That's going to want to place it there, isn't it? Okay, bear with me. Let's get rid of you for a moment. Stick in my backpack. And then you as well. And you can go in there. Right, cabling. Can I get close enough to get it? Yeah, there we go. Now I do want to take this. I'm just going to take long enough. And hope I've got enough cables to do this. Oh, I'm not going to have enough cables to do this. I may actually have to go and print some more cables, which is quite depressing. I've literally had my base full of cables. Although I have bought myself a new mouse, which has a fire button on it, and when I press it, instead of individual button presses, it does 3 in rapid succession. So when I'm picking cables up, it picks up 3 at once, as long as I'm also within the button range. I'm going to have to move some of these sides here so I can get around. I can put them back in later, it's just, yeah, I have to do all this, aren't I? All the way up. Yeah, let's remove that one. That one. And that should take me up to here. Now I'll probably put that one, and I'll take the wire up that side there. Hopefully, so can I get in here? Yeah. Yeah, I've definitely not got enough cables for this. So I have to put cables back down. That's a shame. I was hoping to actually get this one now. I have 60 cables left. That's probably a more direct route I could take, but this is going to be a conduit for more than just power. I will be running. Oh, that's going to show, isn't it? Is that going to show? Don't know. Need to get this double here. Yeah, no, keep falling to the bottom. What does that look like from above? Can we see that? No, it's not protruding. You can see it underneath, that's alright, I don't mind that. You can see it through the treads, but it's not actually protruding above that lip. You know what, I thought 50 cables, another 50 cables would have been enough. How wrong was I? Okay, so I need 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, about 24, 25 cables. So I'll make another 50 because I've then got to get it from effectively here over to here somehow. So yeah, 50 cables. Let's go make another 50 cables. I should be back very shortly once I've made those cables. Oh, just before I go and start doing it, I'll show you. I mean, I think I still got quite a bit of gold. So I did actually have 350 gold in here at one point. I did go and do a lot of mining, that was the other thing. Lots of mining. Cables, I already got cables, so they're going. And I'll be back in a moment. So just while I'm here, I have to say I've still got 3 potato plants growing. They're now growing moderately well rather than slowly. That's because I've got the light on. I do have my plant tablet on here, plant analyzer, so grain efficiency 66, it's not great. But light efficiency okay, illumination stress, yeah, it's illumination, that was the issue. Carbon dioxide, plenty of that, no volatiles, and pollutant is really low, it's good. So we know there's nothing really harming the plant, it's just light at the moment. But one thing to note is the pressure in here is now 84 kilopascals. That's because I've been dropping some more water ice in here, which has released more nitrogen into the building. So we've now got 22% nitrogen in here, where before it was down to around 10%. Thankfully we've got enough CO2. CO2. So one of the other things we're going to have to do in the not too distant future is start putting some more controls in here. I've got obviously the air conditioner in to make sure the temperature is nice and steady, and that's working brilliantly. I will need to put some vents in to make sure that the pressure in this room doesn't get too high. Like the CO2 level and nitrogen level, pollutant level and everything are okay. So if the CO2 level drops below 1%, then the plants start getting stressed. Ironically, on Earth, I know we say, ooh, CO2 released in the atmosphere. We're at 500 parts per billion. You know, that is the level of CO2 in the atmosphere. It's really, really low, yet plants thrive on it. But it just shows you how small number has such a big impact. So yeah, we have some of the cables. I'll show you this little button on my mouse work. There you go, it's picking up 3 at once, as long as they're sort of underneath the cursor, so it just makes picking them up a bit quicker. Reduces the amount of button strain RSI I get from pressing these buttons. Also, once you get down to 1 or 2, it's not so easy. You just go back to normal mouse button. One more. Hopefully that'll do. You'll also notice I took my suit off. That was just to try and improve my mood and health, and I also had to drink and some food to eat. So let's not back on, helmet closed. Right, let's go back out and see if we can't finish wiring in this cable. If we can get that done while it's night, I'm going to go and check it and come back and take those solar panels down if the other one is working properly. Right, so let's just come down here so we get through somewhere. Here we go. My jetpack as well, I did set up a little pump to pressurise a tank. I've got one of the high pressure tanks up here, you can see, in my jetpack, because I've been hovering a lot, as you can imagine, trying to get up and down that corridor, and I was burning through the jetpack really quickly, so I wanted more power in my jetpack, which I did. It's up there, I can't reach that quite. But yeah, it's a long, slow process running all this cabling in. And I mean, ultimately I will put a roof on this, I will put floor grates down and things like that, just so that it looks a bit better than it does at the moment. And you won't see a lot of this cabling, it'll be hidden under the floor grates. Okay, so that's that done. Just get out this way, can't I? Yeah, that's up to there, you're up to there. And you come out over here somewhere. I believe it is just there. That's it. Oh, no, don't connect to that. I want you facing that way. So that should be yellow if it's on the end of the cable. It is. There we go. And I want to run this around now, so I'm not sure I'm going to do with that pipe there. Can I do it the other way? Can I go that? Oh. No, it's not going to be easy to do it that way either. Okay, let's just run it this way then. Let's stick with the original plan. I'll sort the piping out if need be. I could take that down a bit. Yeah, just do something there. Okay, yeah. Sorry, just talking to myself. Planning things in my head. I'm still not going to have cables, I don't think. Alright, I can take it that way now. Let me take that cable off there. I can if I need to jump back off. Take that off. Should be able to drop down here, yeah. Yeah, I'm always going to need more cabling. Oh my god. Yes, it turned into a bit of a beast of a project. But it will be worth it in the long run. Come on, jump up. Let's get the cabling finished first. So, I want to come to that cable there. Oh, I've got enough cables. Woo! Right, last cable going in. There we go. I just want to quickly re-weld that frame before I forget. I don't think I've got any gas left in this. No, I don't. So, do I want to throw this away? No, you know what? Just to be on the safe side, I'll stick it there for now. I was thinking of throwing it away, but... And I'm quite pleased I got this one, although it's got a flat battery. I've used this to death as well, as you can imagine. Welding all those frames took quite a bit of work. So let's just quickly swap this battery. You can go in there, add a lot of armor, it'll just drain that out, the main battery down a bit.
Oxygen low.
Maybe should have put that at the top. Oh, why am I taking damage?
Critical.
Oh, oh. What's the problem? So, I started taking damage there for some reason. Why? Battery's okay. Ah, CO2 filter. I'm out of CO2 filter. Is there any iron in here? No, the iron's in new, isn't it? So, let's quickly make a CO2 filter. Can I make a larger one? Steel and vase stellite. I've got all that. Here's the steel. More. Stellite. Heavy filter, that will last me a lot longer. So I can get rid of these. It just takes a little while to print. And I can do the same with the nitrogen filter. So there's the CO2 filter. I'm going to print one for now. And let's print a nitrogen filter. So stick that in there. And there we go. So the reason I need the nitrogen filter, for those who've got short-term memory, is because I'm just using this tank and throwing oxide in there which contains nitrogen. And even though this room is full of nitrogen, and in the real world we breathe about 70% of what we breathe is nitrogen, so you see nitrogen 22%, I can't have it in my suit. If I have it in my suit, it poisons me. So it's got to be 100% O2 you inhale, so I've got to filter out the nitrogen. Right, that's that done. Right, battery, that was the other thing. Did I change that battery? I can't remember. Yes, I did. Good, right. Let's go. I'm good to go. Plenty of oxygen. Let me just vent that just to be on the safe side. One thing I could have done, I don't know if I can see from here. Let's see if I can see this from here. Can I get my cursor on it? 2.7 kilowatts coming in, which means my solar panel up there is working. But I'm just going to... solder that. Right, so I'm happy that's working. Well, we'll go and show just to be on the safe side, so just bear with me. This tunnel actually isn't too far from the truth. The intention is when we get to Mars we'll be looking for old lava tubes to start building in, because they then provide a certain amount of protection from the solar radiation. Thus there's not such a large magnetic field around Mars as there is around Earth, and it gets bombarded by a lot of high energy protons and things. So we'd be looking to build underground to protect the astronauts from that. So that, yeah, that panel's working now, see it's following the sun, it's tracking the sun. That's brilliant. So what I can do is I can now bring the rest of those solar panels in here and have them working over here. Frees up a bit of space over there, and I'll expand this base out then. So that's what I'm going to do next. I'm going to go and get those. I'll be back again in a moment. Again, I mean, I can get out here. I can just sort of fly over here quite quickly. Literally see how close I am to the limit for the draw limit. I'm right on the edge of it, because as soon as I sort of come over, you can start seeing my base up there and there. Just a shame it's not quite far enough. I would like to be able to see it from my base. I mean, obviously overground's a quicker way of doing it, but if a storm comes along and a jetpack, before you know it, you're at the end of the map. And it's looking a bit holy around here. And I don't mean in a religious way. Yeah, just up there, just up there. Right, so let's get these solar panels down quickly. It should be a quick job, get them over there, get them rebuilt, because I need the power. And I'm sick of rebuilding these after storms, because I've had a few storms come along in the meantime, and I've had to keep repairing them. So that's our 4 solar panels, and I just want to make sure I've got enough heavy duty cables. So I'm going to take some of this cabling out. It's no longer needed. It's all that. All the effort we go to building this initially, and it's been ripped out so we can move it elsewhere. And that's it. We'll leave the wind turbines here for now. Ultimately they will be moved as well. I will be probably putting some big ones in. Right, let's just head back up there. I mean, I can just jump across here, can't I? I see literally as soon as I launch off from my base, you can see the other one starting to be redrawn. That's how close it is. And here we are back at the new side. Whoa! Straight down the wrong side, straight down the hole. I will be building an elevator in here. Again, it's all work in progress. Solar panel, right, I need to pick you up because you're going to be in the way otherwise. Solar panels, I want one, which we've got to have facing that way. So the single connection and mixed connection, and pointing north, which is that way. And I want these staggered as I did over the other side. Like so. Now, spot the problem. This one here I'm going to have to make. Okay, I can't have that one there because I can't get out. Let me connect it up. Put the glass in, connect it up. So I know that cable is running like so. Okay, I should be able to get behind it now. Yeah, I'm going to have to make his walls glass. So connected. Sorry, they're all panelled up. So cabling. Run that down here. So let's see, connected. Let's see, connected. And that is you connected. So I've now got my 5 solar panels up running again. How much power are we getting? There will be some shadow on the panels from the frames, I know that. But I can expand this base out so much more. This one's probably quite low, because about half of it's in shadow, as you can see. So you only get about half the efficiency. So I need to take this wall out. Yeah. And replace that with a glass. Well, that's the wrong way around. Glass wall, like so. So one plastic, one glass. And yeah, I don't think I need to do that one because the sun goes down over there, comes up over there, and it's down now effectively, so it's lost the sun before it gets blocked by that wall over there. Right, so that's that done for now, but what I am going to do is I'm going to expand this out once more at this level. Probably not down there, but I will do these sides and up here. Then the next one's going to be maybe a tier below, I don't know yet. I'm still working on it in my head, but we now have that set up, so I'm just going to leave a glass there, don't need it on me, and I probably need 4 more solar panels. But that is that up and running. That's my new power station, mini power station currently. So yeah, so if you look at the lay of the land around here, it drops off quite quickly. So I could put a tier in here, you know, line of panels here. Okay, what? If I did 1, 2, 3 on there, and a layer below with another, you know, I have one space between each of them, and I can get maybe 1, 2, 4 on the next tier. I'll not be going down this side because it would get blocked by the hill, and that's that facing south there, I believe. Yeah, it's a south facing wall. Yep. So that's the intention anyway. Right, so rather than run across the landscape and get lost, I'm just going to hop into my base, hop in my tunnel if I can get in here, and fall down the chute. Hey! I'm not hurt myself doing this yet, I must admit. I'm just waiting at the time I do. Don't need that light on. So there we go. Oh, coming back towards the base. And as I said, the intent is that I will be building underground down here. Battery storage units, gas filtration systems, everything will be probably going underground. Out of the way of the storms, so I can get them. I may even move all my smelting underground. And possibly this base will then become defunct. And everything will be either underground or over there. But for now, we've got a start of a bigger facility. Just stick a wall up there. Oh dear, is that the right way? That's the right way. Got some plastic. Oh, I've only got 1 plastic. No, I don't. I've got shed loads of plastic. Let's do that. So yeah, that's it guys, thanks for watching for now. Like I say, I will be running more things through here, I will be doing more bits to the base, I'll be doing a lot of it offline just so you'd have to sit and watch me, like I say, filling in walls with plastic sheeting. But yeah, hopefully you're enjoying what I'm doing so far, and if you do, please hit like and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitch, YouTube, Discord, and what's the other one? Patreon. You find links in the description below. If you'd like to become a member of my channel and support my channel, you can do so, preferably via Patreon, but you can also join via YouTube by clicking the join button below. For now guys, it's not a particularly long episode. I know I've also cut a few bits out when I'm just travelling. But yeah, thanks for watching guys. Dragonfly Gamer wishing you good night.